Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be building a bow around this image. It is the Freddy Krueger Man of Your Dreams image. I love this for Halloween. We are building an entire bow around it. All of the ribbons that I can find links for will be linked down below for you. So to start, you're going to need your base bow. You're going to need a set of spikes, your twisted boutique bow and surround bow, which I have already connected. I actually tried to film this video previously, and unfortunately these spikes were too big, so we're on take two. If there's a little bit of glue resin, not resin, a little bit of glue residue, if you could just ignore that. So here we go. We have the twisted boutique bow already connected into the surround. You are going to have your two side bows. You are going to need a clip of your choice. Mine is already connected to the pinwheel. You're going to need some ribbon to wrap the centers of the surround and the center of the bow itself. I usually take these out of my scrap bag. And I am going to be showing you two different versions of embellishments aside from the bottle cap. We have these little blingy circles. You can get these in Walmart. You can get versions of them in Hobby Lobby too, or at least you could the last time I was there. Not 100% certain. I also think you can get these on Amazon. I will leave some links down below. And we are going to be using this red eyelet lace flower, and I will show you how to cut it so that it works as a bow embellishment. But to get started, we're going to put the bow together. You're also going to need your hot glue gun, your scissors. You're going to need, a lighter. And helpful but not needed are some clips, specifically the single prong clips. I will show you where they come into play in a few minutes. But I like to start off after putting the clip on the base bow. That's usually where I like to go first. I will put the center wrap ribbon on the back of the clip. It makes it easier because now at this point you can push it down and make sure that it fully adheres without messing up any of the bow pieces that come later. Okay, put that aside. My spikes are already pre-glued together, but if you have not done this, you'll want to take each spike and glue it to the next. It's totally optional. I just find that the bow looks better when the spikes are fanned out like this and they stay fanned out. Because when you're gluing them together, they're not going to budge. I'm just cleaning up a couple little bits of hot glue. So this is optional. You do not have to glue your spikes like this. I just do it because I think it looks better. I found a piece of hot glue on the back as I was showing you guys that. There we go. This is the time also, if you find any pieces of hot glue that that leaked, you can clean them up now. Just run your lighter over them. But you're going to attach these to your base bow. So just some hot glue right there in the center. And you are going to attach them. You have a brief period of time in which to move this around. So once you get it on, shimmy things around, make sure it's even. We look good. Okay. Next step is to add these to on top of your spikes. I get a lot of questions on how I pick ribbons to match the bows, and I honestly just go for the, I usually build around the bottle cap. So I will pick the colors that are inside the cap. Bonus if there's a pattern, like if you see here, there's blood spatter, there's red, and there's black and white polka dot, which is what we went with here. Whatever feels right to you guys, go ahead and do. These are your creations. I take the clips. I took the clips off of the Twisted Boutique bow. Normally I leave those on the whole time, even when I'm stiffening. But to center wrap, they prevent that. So you're going to take them off and get your center wrap done. My piece of ribbon is not as long as I would like, so I'm going to place a finger right there in the center to hold it still while I go ahead and put a little dab of glue right there. Pull up the ribbon, close the clip. Now, you're going to get a little bit of smushing on this bow. That's fine. We can reshape it before we head to the stiffening portion of it. That is key. You want to make sure you have the right shape on your bow before you give it the final stiffen, because once you do, you're stuck with the shape. So after this, take a little bit of time, reshape it, get the clips back on. You will notice a huge difference when you stiffen it with the clips. It will keep your shape. I got to fix that clip in a minute. The clips also help with the next portion after we glue up the spikes. Now, if you don't want to add the side bows, you can leave the bow like this. It looks perfectly fine, and you can move to the embellishment stage. I just think that the side bows really add something to the bow. I'll put one up here. I think they really add something, so that's why I make sure that I add, I put them in these type of bows. Okay, you're going to want to make sure that your spikes are even. And we are going to glue up the edges here. This just takes one line of glue, and please ignore my really nasty glue gun. Just takes one line of glue here. You don't have to do the little skinny triangle that you do with the rest of the spikes. And if your spikes are uneven, just give them a little tug. Make sure they are even. A little bit of glue. There you go. Your spikes are done on this bow. We're going to put this aside for just 1 minute because we are going to focus on these next. And it's just a matter of wrapping the center like you do with any bow. You can see the glue residue from yesterday. I didn't want to waste any of these bow parts when I took apart the bow, so I had to remake the spikes. So I just decided to keep the rest of the bow parts. just going to wrap the centers, little dot of glue. There is side bow 1 and number 2. Do the same as you did before, just wrap the thread around. Make sure you pull tight. You want to get a nice tight center on this. It looks so much better. And clean up any spillage that you have. All right, those are done. Now the embellishments that we're going to put on them are going to be these little black dots. Well, they're not really little. I have several sizes of these, but this is the only size I have black in, so we're going to use these. I would not recommend adding the embellishments now. You can if you want, but I tend to find it easier to do it once it's on the bow. So where the clips come in handy, you're going to want to take 4 of them. And I have this just little container that I got from Dollar Tree. It's a magnetic container with a lid, actually. But it's the perfect size to hold all of my clips. So I keep that on my desk. You're going to take 4 of those clips. Reason why is 1 for each loop. These act like a 3rd and 4th hand for you. What I do is I place the side bow, each one on the bow. And this gives me the opportunity to move it around, make sure they're even, but still keep them in place. So as you can see, the clips hold that side bow on perfectly. I'm going to come around and do the other side. And once we get it on, we'll do our final checks, make sure everything is even before we go ahead and glue. You want to get the bottom layer of the loop here and all the way through the inside layer of the Twisted Boutique bow. It holds it in nice and firm, doesn't budge. And you're going to want to clip as close to the center as you can, because these are going to stay on while we glue the side bows on. So that looks even. And put a little bit of glue in. That's why you clipped the clips close to the center. And then I like to slide the clips down to the end. It'll hold it into place while I glue the rest of them down. So a little bit of glue, and then slide the clips down to the end. Hold it into place while the glue sets. Work our way around. And one little dab left. Clean up that little bit. At this point, I come back around and take all of the clips off. Pull out and stretch the twisted boutique bow just a little bit so it's not as tight. Okay. Now, the side bow embellishments I can put on before I stiffen. I cannot put the bottle cap or the eyelet lace on, but I will cut and place them in without hot glue so you can see what the bow is supposed to look like. And I will insert a picture at the end to show you the final result. So you just put a little dot of glue on that side bow and you plop on the little glittery bit. Just like that. It adds a little bit of visual interest to the bow. Just a little bit of sparkle. There's hot glue strings everywhere. My glue gun is being very stringy today. When I pinch down on it, I make sure to get underneath the side bow. Alright, that is the side bow decor. Now I'm going to show you how to cut this flower to give you two pieces to put up here. I will do my best to link some from AliExpress down below. That's where I usually get mine because you can get big lots of them. You're going to want to look on the back and find where they started. As you can see there, there's that edge. You're going to want to find that edge. And that is where you start cutting the flower in half. You want to make sure you get it in the middle on the other side as well. You're going to need to do some cleanup and some re-gluing. I always end up having to do that. I cut any wonky little edges off. As you notice, that one is coming loose. So what I do is I bring it over and I'll just tack it down with some hot glue. And again, come back and trim up any wonky edges that you have going on here. You want to make sure that you have nice rounded edges. All right. And then what I do is I just stick them right inside between these spikes and the twisted boutique bow. And that's what it'll end up looking like. That one is not rounded enough. I saw the jagged edge. And this is a lot of what you'll do is you'll place it, you'll see how it looks, you'll bring it out, you'll cut it again, And then you keep going until it looks perfect. And that's about it. And then what you'll do is you'll finish it off by plopping your bottle cap image in the center. So I'm going to take out the embellishments that I can't stiffen. I'm going to go plop this in the stiffening box, and I will insert a picture down below after it has stiffened and it looks the way it's supposed to. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave those down below as well. If you have any requests for tutorials or themes or colors, please leave those below as well. My next video is a very special one. I'm going to be doing a bat pinch bow. I will show you right there. This is the next bow we are doing. There will be a template link below, this video is below this video, the one for the bat bow. There will be a template where you can download the template to make the pinch bow. I just knocked over my ring light. It comes with 2 different sizes. It comes with a larger size and a smaller size. So I will be linking those down below for you guys. That is next video. So thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you again next week. If you like this video, even with all of the mistakes that happened, please click the like button. Share if you know somebody who would like to see this video, or even see the video for the supply links that will be down in the description box. If you have not subscribed, why have you not subscribed to the chaos yet? Please click the subscribe button about here. Right next to it is a bell button. Click the bell notification so you are notified every time I upload a new video. I'm really trying to get less chaotic, I promise. But I appreciate everybody who tunes in. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye.